Good evening. Welcome to the very first episode of the Sportatorium on Arena Sports Network, where every fan has a voice. I am your host, JJ, and with, as always, is my partner in crime, Marshall.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Not a fan of Mondays, but we got through it, so let's talk some sports now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
First off, I'm going to ask one question.
Go
How
ahead.
about them Cowboys?
Pretty decent. Yeah, they've been pretty. No, they're good. They're a beast right now.
10-1, man. 10
10 and
and 1.
one. How about that one loss though?
Yeah. Your New York Giants, they're not no slouch either.
That's right. I don't think
Uh,
we're catching up anytime soon though. But
You never can tell, you see, because my Cowboys, as of Thursday, a couple days from now, they got to play the vaunted Minnesota Vikings, number 4 defense in the league.
okay.
Yay.
I'm
And
I'm just not afraid of them. I'm just not.
I mean, yeah, me neither, because we took on and defeated the number 1 already.
Yeah, and sure, your defense isn't the best defense, but I reckon you can stop. I don't think you're letting the Vikings score like freaking 35 or something on you.
Oh, God, no. I don't know. But the good news is, well, some good news on the injury front for my Dallas Cowboys is safety Barry Church, who was injured, I believe, the Thanksgiving game before that.
Yeah.
He's coming back, possibly. Um,
Okay.
he was
Are
on
you
the practice field today.
he's practicing? That means he's on the way back.
Yes, sir. Just a matter of time. He's expected to, actually, he's probable to come back on Thursday.
That's the official Cowboy statement, I assume.
Yeah, straight up from the Dallas media.
Okay. Okay. Well, probable is better than out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would take day to day, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's still early in the week, right? So probable today, and then a few days later, list him day to day. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works anyway, but whatever.
Trying to be optimistic over here.
Yeah, the Cowboys need all the optimism they can get on defense because our our strength is for sure offense.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any question there whatsoever. It's definitely offense.
And with that rookie tandem, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah.
Woo! I can't wait
Those
to see them.
those are two beasts.
They are.
I
I
watched.
can
I think I watched two Cowboys games this season, two or three, and they were freaking awesome.
Good man.
Elliott just finds a way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're like, okay, that play is going. No, what do you mean he got 10 yards?
Yeah.
That happens a lot with him.
Yeah, it does. And I started off the season like, who is this guy? Nah, he's gonna suck. Put in McFadden. Put in freaking what is that dude's name? Oh, I forgot his name. The
Yeah,
guy
when he
that
was when he was getting acquainted with the league and just ran into the O line.
yeah. I was like, put in Alfred Morris.
Oh boy.
And then Ezekiel Elliott shows up.
Yeah, you got to give
Wow.
a rookie a little bit of adjustment, especially for running backs.
I'm sorry. I don't like to start rookies unless you know without a doubt that they're gonna be number 1.
Yeah. Oh, trust me,
And
I'm an Oilers fan. I know what starting rookies can destroy.
you guys didn't have a bad rookie at all, man, in my opinion. So, but that's another story, I guess.
Uh,
Anyway, what do you say we get into these NFC East games? Is there
NFC
any that,
East games.
yeah, any of them catch your eye?
Um, I don't really know any of them catching eye. I wouldn't call them eye catching, especially because there's two teams that really. It's a two-team division.
Yeah, you got
I'm
a point
sorry,
there.
it is.
It really is.
I'm sorry.
I could get real cocky here and say it's Dallas and then everybody else.
No, 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 no. You don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that because they will fall flat on their face.
At some point, they will. I don't think so. No.
Everybody says this time around, Minnesota might be a threat to them. We'll see.
Boy.
Yeah, right.
Boy, stop.
Right?
It's going to be that thing for the Cowboys, right? You're going to have some people who are logical and who go, yeah, they're the team to beat right now. And then some people are going to doubt them until either they fail and they go, guess what? I told you, when the odds are clearly against any team to win the Super Bowl, or until they win the Super Bowl and everyone's like, okay, maybe I was wrong.
No. Oh no, no Super Bowl too soon.
No, I know. Don't worry. Don't worry. The Giants are still kicking your butt in the playoffs. Don't worry about that.
And we gotta play them one more time too during the regular season. Oh my gosh.
Damn, Skippy. And this time Collins is on his hot streak now, so I think he might be coming for y'all.
Yeah, but see, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are too. So
Yeah, but they were on their they were already doing well the first time they met the Giants, and they still couldn't get the job done. I mean,
oh, the jabs, dude. No,
what do
no,
you
no, no.
mean jab?
They
That
went
was
to
a
this.
freaking left hook. That was no jab.
But see, no, you can't write them off just on the very first game of the season, man. No, because they've gained a
No.
whole lot of steam since then, as have your Giants.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna discount them either because they've always been a thorn in my Cowboys side. Eli Manning is clutch. Dak
Yeah.
Prescott is Dak Prescott. Ooh.
Yeah. That's true. Eli Manning, though, that's clutchness personified right there.
It is, dude. I tell you.
Especially if they can win like a good chunk of games or even all their games until the next time they meet the Cowboys. Just saying,
I,
momentum.
yeah, I would love to see that because you have both teams at their best,
Yeah,
right?
on a hot streak.
On a hot streak. Eagles
Mm-hmm.
play tonight. They don't really factor into the division at all.
Understatement.
Washington Redskins should be demoted all the way down to high school. What?
Ooh.
Sorry. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're absolutely not.
No, I'm not. Let's be real. It's always been the last few years. It's either going to be the Cowboys or the Giants.
Yeah.
Except for the time that Washington won the division. What was that last year? Year before? I don't even remember.
Yeah, when RG3 had his little run there, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
They
couple years ago actually.
Yeah, and they showed that they can't be consistent enough. So
Yeah, no, I ain't scared.
the only real threats are going to be New York and Dallas, and it's going to be
Yeah.
that way for years to come.
Which New York, now that I look at it, the Giants are actually facing the Steelers, so that's I can't miss that game. That's gonna be good.
Oh, that is. And if we're going to get bold here,
Oh boy.
I say we get bold. Let's predict a score.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay.
New York
Score.
Giants 24,
Oh,
Pittsburgh 14.
24-14.
Mm-hmm. Your
You know what?
boy.
The Giants have a freaking habit of making games come down to the wire to win them. So they
Sorry,
do. They really do. I'm
they
gonna
do.
say. I'm gonna say 27-21.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a Big Ben fan. Roethlisberger's a monster.
Uh, Cowboys stopped them. Just saying.
Doesn't matter.
Cowboys stopped the Ravens too.
Yeah.
Number one defense in the league. My ass. Sorry, what?
And the Giants stopped the Cowboys, so you know.
It was one play.
Damn straight it was.
One play.
Boy, if you
Terrence.
win the Super Bowl on one play, you're not going to complain. I know for a fact.
No, probably not.
There you go. If you win the Super Bowl on one play, you're going to say, you know what? We were in a position to win, and that's because our team is good, and that's how it's going to go down. I know it.
And then if we do win the Super Bowl or whatever, you
Yeah.
guys are going to be on your couches and you're going to say,
Yeah.
we were the team that beat the Super Bowl champions.
Yes. And also, we're going to just remind you guys that we have a lot more Super Bowls in the last couple of years than you do. But yeah,
How many do you have overall, though?
I ain't asking all that.
5 of them, brother. 5 of them.
Five-time Super Bowl champions.
And then Pittsburgh has 6.
Yup. They sure do.
Party poopers. All right. Okay, so
What kind of games catch your eye?
I'm interested in the game tonight, honestly. Obviously,
Bruh.
I mean, no, you always got to keep your eye on the divisional rivals. Because what was that? Did you just choke a giraffe or what?
I mean, come on.
My man over here choking a giraffe as the co-host. Oh, great. I'm sorry, PETA.
The Eagles, as we speak, are down 7-0 to the Packers. You know,
that ain't gonna last long.
No, it probably will get bigger because there's 9 minutes left in the first quarter, and it's already 7-0.
Dude, no. What is happening to Aaron Rodgers? What?
I mean, I don't know. It just says they're leading 7-0 right now.
If they lose this, oh my gosh. I might cry if Green Bay loses this.
Dude, they're not losing to the Eagles. Come on.
They very well might, though. Because didn't they lose last week?
Yeah, but that's last week, though. And Aaron Rodgers, oh yeah. Aaron Rodgers was talking about he thinks that they can get back in the playoff picture.
They got to get their heads out of their butts first.
Yep, that's what he said. He said he can just he said that they're doing the right things as a team. And that he says they're doing all the little things, and if it comes together and they get just one win, which they're going to, then they're gonna do some good stuff.
Oh shoot, that could start tonight.
I call shenanigans, though. I'm not scared of the Packers either.
Nah, I mean, if they were gonna be a powerhouse that they like to be, that would have been one from the start.
Yeah, it hurts though because I like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, me too.
How can you dislike that guy? You know, even the rival teams. Like, if you're not playing the Packers that week, you can't dislike Aaron Rodgers. Come on.
Oh no, for sure. He's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. And he's a genuine good guy too.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, okay.
Oh, goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, the turkey still has not worn off.
As I sit here in embarrassment. Okay.
All right. It's all good.
Round 1 of the Sportatorium goes to... No, I'm not even going to say that. Nope. Not going to say it. Okay.
Don't worry. You didn't say nothing.
Nah, nope. Okay. Moving on.
That's it for the NFL?
Yeah, that's it from the NFL. I mean, the only other game that catches my eye is going to be the one that the Cowboys play Thursday. Yeah. Minnesota Vikings. Cowboys.
Did you know? The one loss the Cowboys had.
Oh, here we go.
Is on the road.
Is it?
I think so.
I think you played here, bud.
Did I did I mess up? I thought it was on the. I thought I was gonna be clever because they're playing the Vikings in Minnesota. I thought it was gonna be clever. Good stuff. Good
Sad
stuff.
trombone noise here. At least you tried.
At least I tried. No, it's the next game they're playing at New York. God damn it! I thought I was gonna be clever. Oh well.
Oh,
Shame on me, I guess.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I really am scared of that
You
stadium.
should be, Eli.
You know what? Enough of Eli.
He's a Manning. He's a Hall of Famer. He's good.
He might be a Manning, but he's not Peyton. Okay.
No, he's Peyton, and then he's Peyton. What he should have been in the playoffs. Oh, oh,
Oh, son, don't even go there.
oh! I went there though. I did it.
You know what's the funny thing is? I have no defense for that either.
You damn straight you don't.
Oh,
Eli is clutch. I'm sorry, that's just the facts.
clutch until he meets the Cowboys for the second time.
You mean the same ones he beat? I'm just, you know.
Two totally different teams, bud.
Yeah, our defense got better, and we still have Eli.
Our defense remained our defense, but our offense got better.
I love it. Our defense remained our defense. It's the. Excuse me.
Spoken from a diehard Cowboys fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will tell you how it is. If I think they suck, I have no bones about it.
Good fan right there.
Yeah. I wouldn't say.
As long as you still support your team, even when they're doing wrong, if you still support them, you know, you can say that they're not playing well. I was saying that when the Edmonton Oilers drafted Nail Yakupov over a defenseman, I was enraged.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull my hair out. It was that bad.
Oh.
But I still support them today, and today we have Connor McDavid, and everything's going to be okay.
As my Stars sit there at the very bottom of the division, almost.
Oh, do they ever? Okay.
Cut it out. Not even in your division anymore. Zip it.
Speaking of cutting out, that's unfortunate that they're not in the same division.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to see McDavid.
Oh.
Speaking of cutting out, let's cut out the football, unless it's something else you want to bring in.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, let's cut out the football. We are on to the NBA report. We got last week was a bit of a week in the NBA. We still have for today's installment of Warriors versus Cavs, because let's be honest, that's the NBA Finals, and we all know it. Last week, the Cavaliers went 3-0. LeBron is still a beast. 23 points, 8 boards, pretty much 10 assists so far this season for LeBron. I mean, they're 13-2 right now on the season. Warriors went 4-0 last week. They're just killing the league, dude. Their last week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They won all 4 of their games by an average of 29.3 points.
Oh!
They are just world beaters. There's nothing you can do. No, you can't. No, you can't do anything against the Warriors unless you're the Cavs. I mean, sad state of affairs, but it's true. You look, Kevin Durant, when he joined the Warriors, some people were like, "Oh, how is he going to deal with his numbers dropping?" And I'm like, "Which numbers? Which numbers have dropped?" The guy's got 27.2 points a game still. Got 8.1 boards per game. Almost 5 assists. He's at 4.8. This dude is shooting 45% from three. He's a killer, and he has so much spacing in Golden State. It's ridiculous. The guy is shooting 57.4% field goal percentage.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, some centers don't even shoot that. It's ridiculous. And if he took more shots, he could probably be easily over 30 a game, 30 points per game.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then you have Steph Curry. He's still going on almost 27. He's at 26.7, 4.2 boards a game, 6 assists, which you're saying, yeah, Steph Curry is the point guard. Why is he not getting more than 6 assists? That's because Steph Curry is not the only point guard on the floor. Not that they have another point guard, but the system that Golden State plays, everyone has the same role. Pass the ball, execute the system, keep it moving, just constant flow on the offensive end. And you know, a lot of people love to hate on the Warriors just because they're doing well. As a basketball fan, you watch them. I just enjoy it. And these boys are raining down threes all day. These boys are passing the ball beautifully. It looks like perfect basketball. It does.
Yeah. Because everybody has the same mission. Get out there and just work as a team.
And no one has an ego on that team.
That's great.
Nobody. You don't hear no controversy like last year when KD was in Oklahoma City. Some controversy about, is KD going to shoot the ball last or is it Russell Westbrook? No one cares in Golden State. The open man shoots the ball.
There it is.
And when you play good 5-on-5 basketball, you're going to get an open man most of the time, and everyone can shoot on the Warriors. So, I mean, you don't care who shoots, you know? It's just...
Yeah.
Or the hot hand. You just give it to the hot hand.
That's a dangerous team. Deep in talent, and nobody has their own individual freaking agenda. Oh, man.
Yeah. They're just collectively pushing to win.
That's
beautiful
awesome.
Basketball. I love it. In other news in the NBA, New York Knicks are also doing pretty well. Those interesting New York Knicks, man. They're 3-1 last season. I keep wanting to say last year. Last season, last week they are 3-1. Thank you.
Yep.
Playing really well. Partly because Joakim Noah is sitting on the sideline. I don't want to do it to him, but the Knicks just play better when he's sitting out.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. That's just the reality.
Shots fired.
Yeah, and they didn't take out weak competition either. They took out the Pistons, the Hawks, Portland, and Charlotte. Like, those are some recent wins too. They're playing well.
Yeah.
They're not just taking on punching bags, you know? Like, they're legit taking out good teams over here. To me, with what?
With authority, might I add, looking at the score.
With no regard for human life.
No.
These guys are going. They got something to prove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep, destroy, leave.
Straight up, that's what they're doing. Kristaps Porzingis is slowly developing into my favorite player.
Uh-oh. Why?
Yeah.
What's up?
Now, he's dangerous everywhere. He scores threes, okay, at 40%. He's shooting 40% from three.
Ooh.
Almost 50% field goal.
Dang.
And the guy is 7'3". Like, I've never seen a guy this big be this dominant on the perimeter. This guy can dribble the basketball. He can drive the basketball. He's actually quicker than what people give him credit for. He can dunk over you. He can dunk over two of you. He can. He rebounds the basketball. He does everything you want out of a big man. He is averaging 7 rebounds a game. Like, that's He's 7'3", so maybe he could be averaging more rebounds per game. But on the offense, he operates on the perimeter a lot because he is that quick, he is that fluid, that agile, and just that deadly with his jump shot. You don't see 7'3" people shooting 40% from deep. You just don't. And it sucks because now that Kobe's gone, Carmelo's kind of fell into my current favorite player, but now Porzingis is on the same team, and he's about to pass Carmelo. Carmelo's doing a really good job right now. Some people are saying give the ball to Porzingis more, which I think is bonkers. Carmelo is still the man. Come on, Carmelo. In a one-on-one situation, you can't stop him. Carmelo's a walking mismatch. I'm sorry. That's just a reality.
Yeah.
The LA Clippers are slowly starting to die, like I predicted they would. They went 2-2 last week. Yesterday they got put to the curb by the Pacers, freaking 91-70.
Oh.
Yep. It is not looking good for the Clippers. I mean, okay, they haven't fallen off the cliff. You know, they played 500 basketball last week, but it's just they're not. The Clippers keep winning games, and they're staying up there, and they look like an elite team, but they're kind of the St. Louis Blues of the NHL. You know, every year people say it's their year, it's their year, it's their year, and every year some team is just better than them. I'm sorry, but if you're the Clippers right now, if you're a member of the Los Angeles Clippers, I'm sorry. I truly am. The Clippers are not doing anything. And tough for me to say because JJ Redick is one of my favorite players. No, he's on the Clippers. I'm sorry. Not happening for you, JJ. The irony as our host is JJ. Yes, very much so.
Shot.
My home country team, the Toronto Raptors, went 2-1, playing really well. DeMar Carroll is slowly catching fire, shooting 52% from the field, 43 from deep, which is pretty damn good. That's even better than Porzingis. And what that is doing is giving DeMar DeRozan, who has slowed down from his first few games of the season, where he was averaging 35. He's slowed down. I think he's under 30 points now, but he's still DeMar DeRozan. He's playing really well. If he stops taking those ridiculous fadeaway jump shots from mid-range, DeMar, you are not Kobe Bryant. Stop it. Drive to the basketball, young man, okay? Do that for me, and we're going to be all good. You're just not Kobe. Stop it. You know?
The only person that can ever Kobe is Kobe. Don't even.
Yeah, like I'm saying. And, you know, he didn't go to Los Angeles because he said, oh, well, no matter what I do, you know, unless you come in and win a load of championships, you're always going to be in the shadow of Kobe. I'm like, well, you're trying to be Kobe any damn way. Why didn't you go to LA? That's just me being a Lakers fan, but oh well. It is what it is. He went to Toronto, and you know, Toronto's doing well, but they're just another team that they can do as well as they want. The Cavs are there, you know. Until the Cavs completely implode, no one else is coming out of the East. I'm sorry, not even Boston. The NBA is quite frankly getting boring to some people because you can call the finals a year out. You can. Warriors versus Cavs.
Ouch.
Yeah, and it's been the Warriors and Cavs for 2 years. But the other argument is that isn't that what the NBA current system is supposed to be, though? Isn't that precisely what we wanted? And you're like, no, that's not what we wanted at all. We wanted parity. What are you saying? We wanted parity, and you can call the finals from a year out. Yeah, but with the salary cap restrictions, the Warriors are not going to be in 8 or 9 finals in a row. They're not going to win 8 championships in a row like the Celtics did before all the salary cap stuff kicked in.
Salary cap. Ugh.
What do you mean salary cap? I'm saying that Dallas Mavericks would be getting destroyed by the Lakers if there wouldn't be any salary cap. That's a fact. I'm sorry, it is. Think about that for a
The way the
second.
Mavericks are playing right now, they could be destroyed by anybody.
Anybody. They're
Anybody. It
really
doesn't
not.
matter the level of talent.
Yeah, fun fact. A couple of days ago,
Oh God.
JJ goes, he says, "Oh, Mavericks are just being the Mavericks right now. They suck." I'm like, "What do you mean they suck? They're the Mavericks." I hadn't noticed this. They kind of fell under the their suckage has been under the radar because they're the Mavericks and they've steadily been good or
Yeah.
decent. And then
Yeah.
I looked at the standings and I'm like, "Oh, snap. These boys are like 2-12 or some nonsense like that." Like, okay, my bad. These guys really suck this year. God damn.
They
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
they do. They're I mean, maybe they can rebound. Then again, maybe not.
Well, I mean, if you're losing that many games, I don't think they can rebound. Get it? Because rebound. Okay, I'll stop.
Nice try.
Moving on to teams that are not doing as well. At least I try. The Lakers. Lakers are not doing horrible. They're still 9-9 on the season, even though D'Angelo Russell is out. They're saying for 2 weeks, but I call bonkers. He's going to be out at least 3 weeks. He had some freaking plasma injected in his knee. The man will be out for more than 2 weeks. It hurts to say as a Lakers fan, but it's true.
Plasma. Plasma is plasma.
Mm-hmm. But a team that hasn't been doing well, and all of it is because they lost Jeremy Lin, the Brooklyn Nets. And people are saying, what do you mean all of it because they lost Jeremy Lin? Jeremy Lin's no all-star. Jeremy Lin has this presence about him and this calmness about him now. He didn't have it a few years ago, but now this man can legit point guard and legit be the general of a team. You can see the Brooklyn Nets, sometimes they come up the floor and they're trying to be really fast, and it's Jeremy Lin of all people who goes like, yo, chill, and he slows everything down. Jeremy Lin is really becoming a good starting point guard in the NBA. I don't think he's going to be an all-star. I think the ship sailed on the all-star Jeremy Lin bandwagon, but Jeremy Lin can be really, really effective. And he just makes the team play better because he's a pass-first point guard with the ability to get to the basket almost at will. The guy is that fast. He is his first step is unbelievable. And to prove my point, since they lost Jeremy Lin to an injury, it's a strained hamstring injury. They lost 6 games in a row.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like the Brooklyn Nets suck, but they have Jeremy Lin. And now the Brooklyn Nets just suck since he went down. That's the bottom line because I said so. Okay?
Oh.
I mean, come on, I had to slide in something in there. We're both wrestling fans, you know what I'm saying?
Hell, the show's named after a wrestling arena.
Is it?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Want to
it
go into
is.
that?
I don't know. I guess.
We got time. Go into that.
What would you like to know?
The origin. Tell the people at home the origin of the show's name.
The Sportatorium, for those that don't know, was an arena. Sorry, excuse me. Rest in peace. That was oops. I didn't think about that. It was a good chunk of wrestling history down here in Texas from I think it was 1930 or 40 to what was it? 2003?
That's
I
when they
don't
demolished it?
remember. Yeah, I don't remember the exact date. It was some range like that.
Okay.
And there was a lot of legendary wrestling people that even you know, like the Ultimate Warrior. Oh, English.
Oh, yeah.
The Von Erichs. I'm sure you know them
Oh, yes.
because they are synonymous with Texas. Stone Cold Steve Austin, stunning Steve Austin back then, started
I want a
here.
beer now. Crack open a
Paul
Steve Weiser.
Bear, Paul Bear, aka Percy Pringle,
Mm-hmm.
some 6'8" Houston native, the Punisher. Mm.
mm.
Oh
Mm.
yes,
The Punisher, huh?
the Punisher. Mean Mark, Texas Red. Anybody know who this is? Oh yeah, he's been in the WWE for 26 years now. He's the Undertaker. He started here in Dallas, and now the arena's just gone.
Yeah, you were right about the destruction date, by the way, February 2003.
That's what I thought. Wow,
Yep.
eh,
Yep.
that's
Says it right here.
crazy.
Dallas
Yeah,
Sportatorium destruction, well, destroyed February 2003.
and that's a shame because here we pride our sports, any sport, on their history. The
Mm.
Cowboys, the 5 championships that we have, and the likes of Roger Staubach. That stadium too is now in the one of them is gone.
Yeah.
The other one is at the Texas State Fair. That's no big deal. It's still used, but where we won our last 3 Super Bowls is gone, demolished parking lot.
Mm.
The Stars are still building their history, so
Well,
it's hard
they're
to.
demolishing what made their history in the first place, slowly but surely, but,
Yeah, poor. But how do you demolish an arena like that? The Von Erichs, freaking Ultimate Warrior.
yeah.
Why?
If it can't serve anymore, at least protect it as like a historic building. Just don't have it used and just keep it there.
Yeah, and there are a lot of indie wrestling feds around here. There's
Mm.
Booker T's place in Houston that he runs. It's called Reality of Wrestling. There used to be a there used to be a place called Professional Championship Wrestling where a guy by the name of Lance Hoyt started. For those that don't know, his name was Shadow, and Lance Hoyt in TNA,
Yup.
Vance Archer in WWE. They just threw him away. And trust me when I say I watched this guy as a teenager and I saw him through the majority of that little run. He could have been the second Undertaker easily.
Oh, chill.
No, he could have been. He was like, they called him Shadow in down here, and he was a combination of both Kane and the Undertaker. He didn't have a mask, but he had that "if you look at me the right way, I will rip your face off" type character.
So what you're saying is he had fire powers and force lightning? That's ridiculous.
No, no, he just had their temperament. You mess with me, I'll rip your face off.
Yeah,
And he had the era of darkness, aura of darkness. There we go.
there you go.
About him. He reminded me a lot of Undertaker, and he's the same height too.
Is he now? That'll help the comparison go along.
Yeah, not really, right?
Well, I mean, if you can. I was gonna bring fake Kane into this, but let's not. All right, next topic. We got
That one's down for the 3 count. 1, 2,
two.
3.
Ding ding. We're done. Okay, that one is over. Um,
Bring out the stretcher for that one. That one's dead.
yeah, and he's not popping up on some Mick
No,
Foley stuff. He's not.
there is no bringing him back. He's done.
He is done. Let's move on now
Now
to the
let's do it.
NHL news.
Oh, NHL, God.
What? What's wrong with NHL?
Right now, Dallas Stars playing the hated
Yeah.
St. Louis Blues.
Oh, are they?
Yet, last I looked, they were down 1-0 already.
That's unfortunate, isn't it?
Why?
I hate the Stars.
I hate the Oilers, but I hate the Blues more.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get something off my chest. I love the Stars. I love them to death. No
Yep.
pun intended again. I saw one of my favorite players a couple
Two
years ago.
nothing to the Blues.
2-0. Okay, the even better. You guys beat them 6-2 in the first meeting.
Connor McDavid's first career hat trick.
All right, you know what?
I'm
No,
saying those are facts. This is look, we're trying to do a thing here.
if it wasn't for the freaking defenseman, what's his name, John Kleinberg? I'm not name dropping. Whoops. Putting it in our own net, he wouldn't have had that hat trick.
No, listen, that was all Connor McDavid. He gave it to Klingberg because of his amazing hockey sense. He knew Klingberg was going to own goalie, and he deserved that hat trick. You do not take it away from him. Okay? Okay. He would have had his first
No.
career hat trick against the Maple Leafs when they really sucked last year, but he gave it to Jordan Eberle for his. So let's not.
Hmm.
Okay? He deserves his hat trick, every single goal. Okay.
No.
I'm being
No.
sarcastic, by the way, people. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Is
3-0 to the Blues.
oh my god, I'm
I'm
done.
joking. I'm joking.
Oh, you know what?
The confidence. As soon as I said 3-0, he's like, "Yep, that's a thing."
It very much is.
No, but there's okay. It's a bad start, but like, there's no way they're gonna allow St. Louis to score like 6 goals or something like
Would you zip it, please?
that.
For those of you that don't know, this is a good friend of mine over here on the other end of the line, and
Yeah.
he predicted the Stars' demise last year.
Oh yes, I did. I predicted almost the entire NHL playoffs perfectly. I'm sorry, but I did. Okay,
You
look,
know
I
what?
called the Penguins. I freaking called the Penguins, and I called the Caps not going further than 2 rounds.
Yep, that you did.
Yep, it's on video. I don't know which video it is, but I sure as hell did it.
He did.
Mm-hmm. I called the Blues to go past the Stars. They did, and then
Fuck off.
oh, okay, and then and
We
then
are now looking for a new co-host, by the way.
and then the during that series, JJ goes, no, he said something about Dallas defense being complete garbage. I was like,
And it
no.
still is.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's been exposed. But last year I was like, I know they're an offensive minded team, and I know the offense is definitely their main weapon, but I don't think their defense is that terrible. He's like, no, they're really bad. And he was like, I'm not surprised the Blues score like 4 or 5 goals. I'm like, nah, there's no way they're gonna allow 5 goals.
They allowed
As
6.
they allowed.
And look, people blame the goalies and solely the goalies on that. No. No. A goalie's purpose, I've never played hockey a day in my life, but I've studied it for a long time
Mhm.
through high school, college, you name it. I've always had a curiosity about it. I've always read about it.
Yep.
I've talked to even former players. You cannot blame the goalie only.
Huh. Of course,
The
there's some goals
goalies,
that the goalie wants back, but never
yeah.
only on the goalie's fault.
And that's what some ignorant people around here are doing. Oh no, trade Niemi and Lettinen for a bag of pucks. What?
I think you do need to trade one of them. You're paying $10 million for that goalie tandem.
That's too much for the way they're performing.
Yes,
That's way too much.
but I see what you're saying though. I have played hockey. You can't blame the goalie solely for your lack of hockey on your team. If the other team doesn't take a shot, the goalie can't allow it in, right? So I'm just saying.
And and you said one time maybe it's the system, and I think you have a point because this youngster by the name of Steven Johns, maybe you've heard of him, maybe you
Mm,
haven't. We got him in a trade, with Patrick Sharp, I think it was. Yeah, from Chicago in exchange for Garbutt and Daly. And yeah, I love that dude's last name, Garbutt. But how are you gonna send him down to the minors for 2 games, call him back up, and expect him to play well? Like, okay, the thing it goes like this. Klingberg was in. What was it? Was it the last game he was in? I believe. I can't even remember if they won or lost.
They probably
That's
lost.
Yeah, I'm thinking they did. There was an overtime win in between a loss, but they had Klingberg in the guy's place. Every time Klingberg is in, for whatever reason, he lets in a goal. Like, there is no defense. Fucking John Klingberg is a glass window for every team.
Last window.
He is like, you can see right through him. You can go right through him and score.
I mean, Shane McMahon had a little bit of an issue going through glass, but you boo boo. The metaphor is yours, sir.
Yeah, you know what I meant though.
Yeah, I did. All right,
He
well,
was useless.
let's get to some more NHL news. Uh,
Fuck the Blues. Sorry.
Florida Panthers fire general manager Gerard Gallant. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but they fire their coach, not their GM. They fire their coach. Um, they're
What?
11, 10, and 1 this year. Okay, I understand that they were leading the division and they killed their division last season. But there's this thing called the Montreal Canadiens. That's the only reason. That's the only reason you won the division is that Carey Price got hurt. The only reason. And now 11, 10, and 1. That's not a terrible record. It's
More
not.
win than the Stars.
It's not good, but it could be just a slow start for the team or a bad stretch from the team. What are you doing firing your coach over that? I think it's stupid, especially because Gallant, in his 3 years with the Florida Panthers, he is 96, 65, and 25.
96, 65, 25.
Mm-hmm.
And you, whoa, what?
Yeah, he has a winning record.
That's 30 games over 500.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, if you don't count OT losses as a
yeah,
loss, if you count OT losses as a loss, he's 96 and 90, which is still over 500.
it is.
The Florida Panthers, people, don't get ahead of yourselves. You're the freaking Florida Panthers. This man led you to the best season in your franchise history just last season. You're going to fire this guy because your players are sucking and because Jaromir Jagr might finally be old? He only has 3 goals this year.
Ouch.
I mean, come on. I think that's stupid. Their general manager, okay, is pretty young.
Yep.
And I think, this is a theory of mine, I think the guy might have just knee jerked.
I think so too.
I, like, I'm baffled. The befuddlement is so real.
Ooh, befuddlement. Whoa.
Yes, I'm getting the big words out for this broadcast.
I'm befuddled at the word befuddled. Woo-hoo.
Oh, man.
The confusion is real.
Okay.
So is the sarcasm.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Why would you knee jerk and fire that guy? Because he could have been the second coming of Jesus Christ for you, honestly.
Okay, mate. Slow down, big fella. Listen to me, big fella. Slow down.
No, but hear me out. If you're 96, 65, and 25, right?
As the Florida Panthers, let's not forget.
As the Florida Panthers. They Florida Panthers people.
Team irrelevant.
They were reaching for relevancy. They were like almost maybe almost there.
Yeah,
Kind of almost there.
that's true. I remember looking at the standings last year, and every time I'd look at the standings, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, the Panthers are a thing.
Yeah.
Like they're a
And
legit NHL franchise."
how often in the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years have you seen them in the bottom of the standings, right?
Many, many, many times.
The majority even, I
It
would
was
venture a guess.
John Van Beesbrook, hell yeah. Ole
Yeah,
Jokinen,
oh,
hell yeah. Stephen Weiss when he was good, hell yeah. And then trash for years.
mm-hmm.
That's the story of the Panthers. I'm sorry. It is.
I remember loving watching them play the Stars because that was almost an easy win.
I liked watching the Panthers when they had Stephen Weiss because that team was freaking fast.
Yeah,
Stephen Weiss, you remember Stephen Weiss in his prime? This dude was a freaking lightning bolt.
yeah, he was.
This guy got across it. He wasn't as fast as Connor McDavid. Let's be honest here, but
Oh, here we go.
I'm just joking. But he was really fast, and I love that guy, Stephen Weiss. A fan, always me. You know, he sucked in Detroit. Let's be honest, but his time in Florida, loved him. And one more piece of hockey news. I call it hockey news because it's not really NHL news, considering the man we're talking about is Garrett Sparks. One Garrett Sparks. Mr. got suspended by the Toronto Maple Leafs organization after, quote, a team policy violation, end quote. That's from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Basically what happened, if I can be afforded a minute or two, is some Facebook shenanigans happened. Okay. And there was a contest. From what I've heard, there was a contest on a Facebook group, and a disabled person ended up winning that contest. Now, what happened
Good.
is, yeah, good, very good, awesome. And it was awesome until someone decided that they were high and mighty because God blessed them with not being disabled and started ripping on the disabled person. And one Garrett Sparks, knight in shining armor for the Toronto Marlies, just came at the defense of the disabled person.
Good
Only,
man.
yes, very good man. Only he might have made a threat of violence to the original guy, and he might have called him a 13-year-old girl, which is apparently unacceptable.
Ooh.
Um,
What are we? PG WWE? Oh my gosh.
look, I'm on the fence about this because I love that Garrett Sparks helped out and reached out to defend a disabled person. You know, he's a
Yes.
world-class athlete. Call him an AHL goalie if you want. The AHL is still a top league in North America. Still a top league in the world. It's professional hockey, people. The AHL, saying to someone that you're an AHL player is not an insult. Trust me,
No.
it's not. Most of us, grand majority of us, could only dream of playing games at the AHL level. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, heck yeah.
So you have this world-class athlete who comes to the aid of a disabled person. I think that's really touching. And I think that's really brave on the part of Garrett Sparks. But, I mean, he made violent threats to someone. I don't care if it was for a good cause. You know,
That's a little overboard.
as a PR person, if you're working for the Toronto Maple Leafs organization, as a PR person, you can't deal with that stuff. You just can't. It's not the way to go about it. That's pretty much what I would say. The 13-year-old girl comment, please let that slide. Okay, that's ridiculous. You don't suspend someone for saying that. That's like suspending someone for calling someone else poopy. That's stupid. I'm sorry, it's true, but
It is.
so I agree with the suspension. This is weird because I agree with the suspension because obviously the threats were too far. But God, I love Garrett Sparks for doing that.
No, that was a hell of a move on his part. I think that took big balls, if I may say
Character.
that.
Yeah.
A lot of character to do that. It shows what kind
And
of person he is,
yes, it does.
or trying to be anyway.
Yeah.
But
Maybe say the messages differently next time, but you tried.
I mean, yeah, okay, that ticked you off. Cool. I applaud you for going to that person's aid. That's good. But you really gotta watch your mouth, because in the public eye, everybody watches. Everybody.
And it never goes away.
So that never goes away. You're always gonna have that sticking with you the rest of your career, man.
Yep. Something
That's
online never goes away. I remember when General Fanager went down, some people still had um the one of the tools on the website. They still not had the tool, but they took a screenshot of it when they learned that it went down because they just happened to have the tab open. Something that's online is online forever, man.
mm-hmm.
You can't. And for the record, Garrett Sparks has apologized before even getting suspended. He had apologized for what he's saying, but you can't say that stuff. But
I would
go
have
ahead.
reduced the suspension there.
It's indefinite.
It's indefinite. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's overboard. That, call me whatever name you want to call me. That's overboard, because that. How can I say this? The whole freaking country of the
In Canada, so the continent. There you go.
continent. Okay,
The hockey community. Let's keep it at that.
I from what I've seen in my experiences with the hockey personnel around the leagues and stuff, it's very much a brotherhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's above anybody else either.
No,
Players and fans, they talk to them just like their peers. Like, why would you suspend him indefinitely? What violent threat could have been made? That's what I want to know. What exactly did he say?
I don't know. I couldn't find it, probably because the post was deleted, and that kind of goes against my earlier point. But I just couldn't find it at that time. But someone will leak it eventually. Exactly what he said.
In today's society, people get offended if you scratch your nose the wrong way.
Yeah, that's so very true.
That's why I think the indefinite suspension is wrong, because to me that means he's not allowed to come back, like, ever, unless something big happens. I don't know if that's the case.
No, indefinite suspension is basically they'll end the suspension whenever the hell they feel like,
Exactly. So I
which
rest my
could be a
case.
while,
It
could
could
be
be
tomorrow.
never, and it could be never, and that's stupid. If you're gonna suspend the guy for a stupid little threat, okay, number one, slamming the disabled person, that's a juvenile act right there. That says to me, oh, you have the maturity of a 12-year-old.
13-year-old girl, to be exact.
Yeah, okay, 13-year-old girl. I can't English. But when you threaten violence, that means they won, unfortunately,
mm.
that one person. It just, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it too, I guess. But indefinite? Really? No.
I
No,
like
no,
the
no, no.
gesture. I don't like how he went about doing it.
Yeah, like,
And go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead because I got an ending point on it.
The man stuck his neck out, his reputation out too, if you will,
Mm.
of being a professional athlete to defend basically somebody that the sports world probably considers a nobody. Like, the fans
Sure.
pay their paychecks, but honestly, more or most athletes probably don't even care. And well, in the other sports world, but that just no. To me, the kid is defending his peer. That's the way I think of it.
Yeah.
Because nobody in the hockey world's above anybody else. God, I love that sport.
The hockey players on average, it might be a bad time to say it because of what happened, but on average, hockey players are probably the classiest athletes.
No, I agree.
You know,
I
I can't speak for soccer players. Sorry, football. If you don't get offended, I can't speak
football.
football. I can't speak for them because I don't really watch that stuff.
Who does?
Wow. Okay, but among the major sports in North America, I think hockey players are the classiest. That's no knock on anybody else. That's a compliment to NHLers.
I agree with you. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick this out there too. I didn't want to, but I too am disabled, and I've had a couple of brushes actually, of you know my share of hockey players. I met one when I was 12, working a charity event. Dropped a ceremonial puck
Mm-hmm.
for. I shook the Oklahoma City Blazers' hand. That's the home team at the time, and they were playing the Tulsa Oilers. I wouldn't have nothing to do with that guy.
No.
He wanted to come see me too. I said nope. I
Not shaking
hid.
your hand.
I hid behind the blazer because I was scared, and then I waved to the crowd and left. There was that.
Good stuff.
And then the stars. I accidentally almost ran over Sergei Zubov at an autograph signing, and I
Almost got
hate
hit by
saying it.
the Dallas Stars bus.
Nope, San Jose Shark bus.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you, San Jose. I still hate you for that. Um, in that time, yeah, I almost met, or I did meet Sergei Zubov. I didn't ask him for an autograph because I almost bumped into him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was nice as could be. He gave me a pat on the back and just walked off. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
um, let's see. Dare I go on?
The show
Ow.
is winding down here. We've just passed a little bit over 1 hour.
Yeah. Well, the
So,
bottom line is hockey by far is the classiest group of people I've ever even come across.
hmm.
And I've met a couple of NFL players too.
Oh, yeah. Even the other teams. I've played hockey before, and you can hate each other all game, but when that final buzzer sound, unless someone did something truly terrible, it's nothing but respect for your opponent as soon as the final buzzer sounds. That's
And
just
that's the
how
way
it
it
is.
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Like,
60 minutes of play, we're fighting for a win here. Sometimes freaking literally. And
yeah.
yeah, tempers flare up and yeah, it gets heated. And being a former, little Billy Badass, I was talking so much junk and, cheap shots here and there, slashes here and there, cross checks, everything. But when that buzzer sounds, the game is over. You know?
As it should be.
Yeah. What are you competing for? The game is over, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
there's no more point. There's no point hating the person. You hate the player, not the person.
yeah. And I think that's one drawback of the NFL too. Because, I'll go ahead and say this too. I know we're probably going to run into overtime a little bit, maybe. But I was watching the Dallas Cowboys game, on Thanksgiving. And a guy by the name of Josh Norman and Des Bryant went at it
Mm-hmm.
repeatedly
Mm-hmm.
during the game.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Trash talk.
You guys are both great players. No, they even took it to Twitter and they started almost fighting in the stadium too when all was said and done.
Yeah.
Like, no. You guys are all in the league. You're supposed to represent the best of your sport. You guys are supposed to be brothers
Yeah.
in uniform, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for that. Yeah, you
And
represent some. Go ahead.
to end up to end it on the Garrett Sparks Garrett Sparks sorry incident. This is not for me, but this is something. This is a very good statement made by Steve Dangle. Steve Dangle, I'm sorry, on YouTube. He said, it's great saying, yeah, you support disabled people. Yeah, you take pictures with them. And, you say you support them, but few of us actually have the cojones to go out there and legitimately be there for them when things get tough and be there and actually physically support them or actually support them, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Steve. Steve, thank you.
Yes, Steve Dangle, ladies and gentlemen.
You, my man, need to come on this show too if we can get that. That hit me right in the heart. That's a hell of a deal right there because
That is true.
he's right. Like, you can say you support him all you want.
Mm-hmm.
What are you actually doing to support him?
Very true. And Garrett Sparks showed that he's not afraid to actually support them.
And he stuck his ass out there too.
Yeah,
Well,
he
not
got slapped
literally,
for it as well, but
but he was willing to risk it because
exactly.
he had that person's back.
So thumbs up to Garrett Sparks. Go about it different way next time. But thumbs up to Garrett Sparks. I think, yes, we're officially in overtime. So we're going to be wrapping it up here. As we finish the show, currently, the scores in the NFL. Green Bay Packers are leading the Philadelphia Eagles 14-7.
Whoo! Sorry.
With 1 minute and 48 left in the second quarter. In the NHL, the St. Louis Blues are still leading the Dallas Stars 2-0. Second period with 3 minutes and 38 seconds, 36, I'm sorry, seconds left. Oh, the Dallas Star just scored. Okay.
Hey!
There you go. It's 2-1. So there
Heck
you go.
Yeah.
2-1, second period winding down. And still 14-7 because Green Bay is not scoring. All right, so that is going to wrap it up. You want to go ahead and do the outro?
I mean, yeah, but first I'd like to send a shout out to another hockey team around here, UCHL, Allen Americans. If you guys have a way to see them or
Get a bit closer to the mic.
If you guys have a way to see the Allen Americans or listen to the games, I
Badass
suggest you
jerseys,
do it.
by the
Badass jerseys, badass team.
way. Uh-huh.
4-time champions across 2 different leagues. Okay, not bragging or anything. Those are my boys.
Oh, no.
Oh God, I didn't see that coming. I highly recommend if you're into minor league hockey, going to check them out because they are great. They're great people, great organization, class act, and
Yep.
I think they play tonight.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they do. Actually, I just saw it. So check out that score if you guys have anything that. I mean, if you guys are curious about any other sport, go check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Any other league. On that note, the lights are going off. Doors are shutting. You ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the heck out of here. This is gonna be. This is the Sportatorium closing down for the night. Y'all have a good night.
On Arena Sportsnet.
That's right. Where every fan has a voice.
Every single fan. Peace.
Peace.